Welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. Guys, one serious important price that I really want you to pay attention to with Bitcoin is this one here, this straight yellow line that I've got across. It's a price of $22,300-ish, $22,384. Why? Because if Bitcoin cannot break above $22,384, we may see some devastating moves for Bitcoin to come in the future. Do I have your attention? Please drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. I'm going to break it down and show you why. I'm also going to show you some other charts as well, because I think we need to seriously pay attention here to what may happen with Bitcoin. I need to let you know before I go any further, this is not financial advice. Please do your further research before you invest your money. Let's quickly take a look at Bitcoin's dominance, because I actually think that's quite important as well. We've been seeing altcoins pump. And that can usually be a sign that people are now getting fed up with Bitcoin, or, because, your Bitcoin is not really seeing a massive rise, it's steady, 20, 21,000, that sort of price there. But altcoins have been seeing a pump. And that can be due to the Bitcoin dominance. So, if you look here, it's been slowly going down at the top. I'm going to highlight it here, lit in blue. It's now 40.9%. It was 44% about a week ago. So I'm keeping an eye on that, because the lower the Bitcoin dominance goes, the higher the altcoins may rise. So keep an eye on that, okay? Let's just take a look at this chart. Why do I think it's important that Bitcoin goes above 22,384? Because this right here, this red line, is the 200-week moving average. It's one of the most important lines in its history. Why? Because it's always held support on this red line throughout its entire history. You can see here 2017's bottom came straight down to this red line, came back above. We had the little COVID crash when it came back above, these are wicks, but then it came back above and then we held support. And if you scroll right back, this is 2014, 2015's. If you could draw this red line out further, you would have seen that it held support on this red 200 week. It's so important because we've never had closing candles really underneath it. And if it can't break above, it will be the first time in its history to ever close a weekly candle below this 200 week. It means it might work as a barrier, like a resistance ceiling. And that could be really bad for Bitcoin, because if it can't break above, it's going to have a hard time trying to get back above this 200 week. That's all I'm saying. So unless we see something crazy happen, like, again, another crazy swan event, but in a good way, in a sense, where people just start buying like crazy, I don't know. But this is the level you want to pay attention to. It has to break this red line in order for things to be good with Bitcoin. If it doesn't, what's the worst that can happen? Well, in my eyes, where's the next kind of level of support? You got to look, in the charts here. It's probably around about here, 13,000 would probably be the next level of support. I don't know if that's the best one to say, but 13 to 14,000, it might fall down to there if it doesn't come above this red line. So, I'm going to bring more on that as time comes on. Let's just take a look at the fear and greed. This basically kind of represents the market that we are today. We're still in extreme fear. People are still fearful. And what do I always say to you guys? Buy when the market is in fear. When everybody else is panic selling, you buy. Because you don't want to buy when it's all up and high. When it's all greedy, you buy it when it's, extreme fear. And that's what a lot of big money is doing, and that's what I've been doing. And if you're a patron of mine, you've been seeing the buy alerts. We've been buying coins that you can't see right now. We're buying them like a boss. You best believe. And if you don't want to miss out, become a patron. Because we just bought a coin like yesterday, which is going to 20x our money. I'm just keeping it straight real. It's going to 20x our money. So, if you don't want to miss this stuff, 7 tiers, take your pick. I recommend my exclusive VIP partner tier. Let me open this up. This one here, because it unlocks all my posts. You can see when I buy, when I sell, when I stake, the whole lot. That's the one you want to go for. And if you can afford it, the next tier up gives you my super alerts. You get access to my VIP Telegram group. I talk to you way before I buy, sell, stake, all of that stuff is all in there. We're discussing things. And I've got big money in this space, high crypto profile users that know how to make money in this space, sharing great projects. Check it out. Before I go, take a look at this. This is the second chart. Now, I've been using this because, I've got the RSI down here that talks about where we may be, you know, market cycle wise. Are we at the bottom? Are we at the top? And it still indicates that we could be at the market cycle bottom. Because when you look back in the past, well, let's start here first. When you look at this stochastic RSI, this purple line, I've drawn another white line underneath because this is the lowest it's been so far. You can see it slowly trying to bounce off it. Whether it holds this white line, I don't know. But this is the most it's been oversold in a long time. Because when you look back, the last time it ever broke, you know, these dotted lines that you see here, this sort of like mauvish area, and then there's like a dotted line, was here. 2018's bottom cycle, you know, the whole of the bottom. We had this little COVID capitulation, but it wasn't down to these dotted lines. The white line's the lowest we've been so far. And when you look further back, oh, it doesn't show it. Oh, yep, it shows it, yep. 2013, 2014 cycle, right here, look. Straight down here. And these were market cycle bottoms. And let me show you what it looks like when you match it up to the price. Look, straight down here, the bottom of the cycle. So there's indication that the bottom of the cycle could be in, but I seriously believe you have to really pay attention to, let me find it, this price right here, 22,300. I'm telling you now, guys, if we cannot break it, Bitcoin will fall further. Is it bad for altcoins? I don't know. I mean, you might see altcoins come down with it a bit, but again, I'm also looking at the dominance, because the dominance says that it's, you know, people are losing interest in Bitcoin, which usually when the dominance falls in Bitcoin, the altcoins rise because they're taking money out and putting it into altcoins. So I just wanted to leave this with you, and yeah, hopefully this helps you on your journey. If you liked it, please drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.